Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt. Let's get this party started here on the West Coast, baby. I actually really like this opening because I'm absolutely going to grab San Francisco to Atlanta. This is a little bit of a tricky opening because there are quite a lot of routes that we would want, but look at how bunched together we are. This is really fantastic. So how do I want to do this? I probably, assuming I can get Nashville to Atlanta, I probably want to do that. Because there is a lot of, there are a lot, I know the English language, there are a lot of tickets that do plug into Nashville as well, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab Nashville and Atlanta. The other thing, grabbing obviously Vancouver to Seattle, Seattle to Portland is going to be great, but of course all of that depends on turn order, and so I've got two people in front of me. I'm in the third position, and there's a chance that someone grabs Nashville to Atlanta, and there we are. So fine, like that doesn't really matter. Probably, I guess. So here's my question: do we, at this point, go Atlanta to New Orleans and go down the southern half of the map, and just kind of work our way on the outskirts of the map, or do we? Well, I mean, what would be the alternative? Yeah, no, we're clearly going south here from Atlanta. We're not going north. So, yes, grabbing Houston to New Orleans here, I have the pair, is good. I'm going to play a slightly risky here by, I'm not spending a wild to go Vancouver to Seattle or Seattle to New Orleans. That's just a little much. The other thing here is we don't necessarily have to go Houston to El Paso to Los Angeles. We could cut through Dallas, El Paso, Phoenix, Los Angeles. That's an option as well. Excuse me. Just as kind of a, something else to do. So we just need a whole bunch of stuff. I understand this green is here, and yes, we would need green for Houston to El Paso, or even Portland to San Francisco. But you could argue there's also, I don't know, there's a ton of stuff we could get. However, we keep seeing green. Now, it does seem like everyone else is going green, so you know what? Let's block them as well. And then we'll just go off the top. I don't mind that. So, yeah, I'm going to continue to play risky, considering no one has grabbed Seattle to Portland, Seattle to Vancouver. I'm pretty okay with that. I like a reset there. Well, I mean, if you're going to keep giving me green, especially because I need the green, and clearly other people need the green, so let's prevent them from having it. I like this plan. At least, make people nervous. Give them a few gray hairs. Or, I mean, as anything in this game, make them think about, okay, what am I about to do? Yeah, I don't like that you're taking pink. Yeah, I was kind of hoping, this is, of course, the one time that I'm like, it'd be great, just some one-offs so I could grab this. And, of course, I can draw nothing but wilds and reds and greens. My goodness. I mean, I really shouldn't be complaining about this, but, I suppose also yellow and orange to go Atlanta to New Orleans, but, all right. Of course, I'm trying pink. And, okay, well, maybe next turn we just grab Portland to San Francisco. Why not? I just grab El Paso to Houston? No. I'm talking myself out of that. Or do I just grab two? No. Let's dictate this. I don't want enough people have been taking green and pink and all this other stuff. I want that. I want that route. I want something weird to happen, and then I got to change my game plan. Been doing great. I don't want to change my game plan. I want other people to change their game plan. Interesting that we're a fair amount of turns in, and me and Red are the only people to have played. That's extremely interesting. I think I've dilly-dallied long enough here. I know that I need orange and yellow for various things, but I think I may just use some of the... I guess I really don't need the pink either. I mean, I could go pink or yellow this way. Definitely I'm going to use an orange to go Seattle to Portland. And maybe depending on what somebody does from that, will determine if I grab Seattle to Vancouver. Need to remember that I need to hook up Salt Lake City as well. But I'm not feeling a panic to do that. Okay. So, what did I just say? I think the orange. That's what I wanted. I wanted the orange to go there. So let's see if anyone does anything with that. If that panics anybody. Clearly not. No, I don't need to pair the blue. We can just go off the top. Hey, look, I pair the blue anyway. Okay. So yellow goes San Francisco to Salt Lake City. That's interesting. All right. Red continues to play. Blue! Join the party, man. No, blue's just gonna continue to draw. Okay. Okay. So maybe a San Francisco to Washington? Because obviously we have San Francisco to Atlanta. So I'm wondering if yellow is doing a San Francisco to Washington route. So far, red looks pretty East Coast. Okay, blue finally joins the party. I'm going to triple this. I would like a triple. And then we can just go off the top. Because I'm thinking I'm not going to do this bottom route. I'm going to go Houston to Dallas, Dallas to El Paso, and then through Phoenix. Also, I do need to get down to Salt Lake, and blue would be a great way to do that. Okay, so red's kind of pushing... Ooh, man, I really want a lot of stuff that's on this board. And I'm going to take the risk here. Because what I really should be doing, if I want to do that route, I need to grab Los Angeles to Phoenix, like, I don't know, 5 turns ago. Okay. Oh, San Francisco to Sault Ste. Marie. I forget about that one. I want that blue, too. But no. We're gonna 3 red to Los Angeles to Phoenix. I wonder if what in tarnation is blue doing? So we do have to watch blue in the fact that it is a strategy, and given that this person's name is a stroke of genius, that you could draw a bunch of cards, and then, you know, just go get a bunch of big routes and then go out, and then your opponents are left kind of holding the bag a little bit. Now the issue there is the issue there is that can be a, you know, that's a risky strategy. Okay, so that changes here. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Okay, you're grabbing blue. Probably just to go up to Winnipeg. Okay. So it really just seems like he's going through the, you know, this route here. You know, Seattle to Helena, Helena to Duluth, Duluth to Toronto, which is by no means a poor route. Yeah. So I wonder if Yellow has San Francisco to Sault Ste. Marie and San Francisco to Washington. So I think we have quite a lot of people that are at least on the surface projecting that they have some monster tickets. We have a lot of wilds. So I know that I was going to save that red for El Paso to Dallas, but I'm okay with how we decided to play that. I may also want to just grab Vancouver to Calgary, just in case. Okay. Interesting that ooh, keeps 3. Ooh. Somebody's feeling their oats. I also at some point should use the wilds. So, you know what? We got a red here. Let's grab the red. Okay, that actually turned out to be a nice decision. Because you know, that's one thing that I've had to learn. You know, when you have the wilds, it's often like, man, I want to use them at the right time, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes you just have to go, I need to use these because, you know, I have them. You don't want to get in a position where they're wasted or anything like that. That's a bummer. I kind of wanted... Okay. I think blue, and I think red. Kind of wanted a lot of things there. But I think I'm okay with how I decided to do that. Okay. Yeah, see this, like, not as many trains left. And already 10 cards. So, just something to keep an eye on here. Yeah, I really want that. Do I want that black? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think it's about that time that we start using some of the wilds here. I mean, I don't need to, like, blow them all, but, like, I've got 4, and I want to use them here to really, you know, get... So, like, yeah, we're going to want to go Vancouver to Calgary. That's not going to take any wilds, but I'm going to go there. There's enough traffic up here in the northwest that I don't want any weird business to happen. No funny business. Yeah, see, that's nice. It's very nice. All right, so it was really nice that we kind of solidified our northwestern, right? Yes, northwestern position. Definitely not getting longest train this game. It's definitely not happening. Which is fine, you know. I think we're in okay position. A little worried about yellow. But not, like, super concerned. I feel like I do need to draw some tickets here, though. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Yeah, so I mean, there's two different people that could have New York to Seattle, which is hilarious. Um, Interesting. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this. I don't know if that was the right move. Um, but I don't care. It's already done. Okay. All right. So Portland to Pittsburgh then. Portland to Pittsburgh feels like that one. I like to draw here. I like this. I like this plan. Los Angeles, Calgary, you love to see it. Los Angeles to Atlanta, yes, please. And definitely not any of the other two. But yes, please to both of those. That's fantastic. All right, so now I'm feeling much more comfortable kind of completing what we have going on here and going from there. I'm first going to grab Dallas to Houston because, well, maybe not. Maybe I want to grab New Orleans to Atlanta first. Yes, because I have no yellow. So I don't want somebody... a stroke of genius is saying a glitch in the Matrix. Assuming he meant Little Rock to St. Louis, not, okay, all of a sudden, lots of fun down here. And so the good news is Dallas to Houston is probably what we want. Yeah, that's definitely what he wanted. So I have the cards to complete this. Now, I think I would like to grab a pair to not use all my wilds, just to give me flexibility if I do decide to draw here. A little bit of a risk in case yellow decides, yeah, see, I think yellow is now trying to go Dallas to El Paso to come around to Houston, which, good luck, this stage in the game. I am a little bit concerned about blue. Blue has a very sizable lead on board. So that's something to watch. Normally, I would grab Phoenix to El Paso here. But because I know that yellow is grabbing red, I don't want to risk any chance that red has... yellow has gotten the red that they need to go to Dallas to El Paso, because that would significantly put a damper on this game. So we're going to do that. And then next turn, we're going to go ahead and go El Paso to Phoenix. And then we go into, more tickets potentially with two wilds, which could prove valuable. Though... The other element of this is, what am I really looking for? What are the routes that I'm looking for? Am I better served to just, try to grab something to, go Winnipeg to Sault Ste. Marie and just try to, I don't know, that seems kind of greedy. I think that seems like a dumb plan. We shouldn't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw more tickets. I think that's the plan, because the bonus I really need. I've now closed the gap between me and blue on board, and so I'm feeling a little bit better. Okay, what do we got here? Don't tempt me with a good time. Las Vegas to Miami. It's a pretty crappy set of tickets. I mean, how idiotic are we feeling? Do we go I mean, Vegas Miami is the, like, if it hits, we probably win, but if we don't, we definitely lose. I do have 2 wilds, but that seems really dumb. I think the play here is just grab the lowest ticket, knowing that we're not going to hit it. Maybe grab a pair. Spend a little bit of time here grabbing some things. So we have something. You know, I said I wasn't going to get longest train. And I still don't think I am. Well, you know what? Hang on here. So if I grab white here, I know I could count this. But that seems like a lot of work. Because the only thing that I have an arm off of here is from Portland to Salt Lake. Otherwise, I've got one continuous train. I could also technically make it up to with Toronto and go Toronto to Charleston. Because I have the trains to do it. I would need 8 trains. I mean, why take the loss on the ticket if you don't have to? I mean, so, what do I do here? So I have the trains to go Toronto to Charleston, but I also have the trains to go Calgary to Winnipeg. Calgary to Winnipeg would get me 15 points. I don't think I have enough turns. So, I mean, this is the play right here. And this puts me in great position for longest train. I've now got 75 points on board, which is tied for the lead. I am tied for the lead in tickets. Now yellow's going to overtake me. But because otherwise we were going to go, you know, Atlanta to Charleston and Charleston to Raleigh, and then blue was going to end it. We were going to be 1 turn short, and then I've gained 4 points, and instead of gaining 15 points, and I still lose the 6. If I was blue, I definitely would end it here. Yeah, red is like, just give me this route. Yeah, that's smart. Man, I really hate. I mean, here's the thing. I hate doing nothing my last turn, and I don't have a route that I can take. There's no more routes of 1, so just drawing is just dumb in my opinion. See, that would have been nice to have Portland and Nashville. So of course we're going to get burned here again. That we're going to lose 2 more. So that would have been. This is why having that one would have been really nice. So, man, that's 2 straight videos. I think we just completely whiffed, absolutely whiffed. It might not hurt me that much. I don't know. The biggest thing it's going to hurt me on is that I assuming yellow got all their tickets, I don't have the most tickets. Okay, so red completes all of theirs, but I don't think red has enough, though. Okay, 6, yeah, that doesn't scare me as much. All right, so blue misses 1 because they couldn't get into Houston. Okay, there's Seattle to New York, and there's Vancouver to Montreal as well. Okay. All right, so here's my little hiccup here. But then we recover okay. However, we don't have, world-beating routes here. We got some good ones. Yeah, we had a nice middle draw there. All right, so that's big. That is really big for us because now we get the most ticket bonus, and that will put us over 1 point ahead of blue. Now the question is who has longest train. As long as it's not blue, we're good. It is us. Woohoo! Alrighty. Beautiful. GG, everyone. Yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. So, yeah, that grabbing that route of 15 there and really solidifying the longest train, as well as just getting 15, or the route of 6 and then getting 15 points. Crazy that we whiffed on 2 of them, but again, this kind of shows that you can whiff and still be okay depending on things. Really, what won us the game is yellow missing this route, and then also blue missing a route. Because had blue not missed the route, we would have shared that 15-point bonus, and we would have gotten second. Whereas because blue and yellow missed a route, we would have we were able to sneak in the double bonus and snag a victory, probably from the jaws of defeat. But still, awesome. I'm never gonna sneeze at a victory. Sometime better be lucky than good. Hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. I believe last I checked, we are 15 subscribers away from 600. Woo! Thanks so much. Like and comment, and we'll see you next time.